name is Laura Franklin. I'm from Northern Virginia Community College and located outside of Washington, D.C. And I'm here at the Achieving the Dream conference. Achieving the Dream is an incredibly important initiative only because there are so many students who need to reach their potential and are given all of the right tools that they need in order to do that. To see graduation as a goal, to see completion as a goal, and to really develop their full potential. So achieving the dream, looking at promising practices and using data to support everything that we do in instruction it really seems to have reaped dividends so far for many colleges, including ours. One of the main things that we see with students who are struggling in our classes is that real life intervenes, and many of them may be much older than the normal profile of right out of high school and into college. They have children, perhaps they have work demands, all kinds of pressures and demands on their lives, and what they really need are strategies for working together in study groups, for things like using the library, using all of the different tools, including technology, which is increasingly more important these days. The same tools that we use in the community college are tools that they can later implement in their working life, and getting them together with each other and developing those supports that they need is something that we can really work on. And that's just the promises of technology, I would say, is something that really needs to be infused even more in Achieving the Dream. Actually, at this point, our college has been in Achieving the Dream since 2007, so one of the things that I am seeing is that the movement is growing, and the ability to the possibilities for sharing best practices are definitely there, and so this kind of a get-together is extremely important. And the other thing too is that if you rely on data, which this initiative does, and having some longevity in the whole process, you really get a chance to see what works, what doesn't work, and then to be able to collaborate with your colleagues on finding solutions together. This is something that we actually had a discussion about today at lunch, and we were talking about what if we gave a whole classroom of students iPads, and we were to assign them out to them for the semester or even for the year, and have all the instruction happening on iPads, which it seems like things like that are happening in schools all over right now. Even in the K-12, they've got the iPad cart and everything, and students are using them for just everything. What would the impact of that have? Students seem to have a natural ability to take a technology and to really run with it. But if you think about the number of applications that are being created all the time, the libraries of books that become open to them through the iPad, and then the unexpected uses of that technology that they'll come up with and teach us. I think that in terms of engagement, you'll get so much more engagement. If you have to wait for the student to come in with his or her own iPad, then forget about it. We're right back to ground zero with the digital divide that we had before when we talked about who had computers and who didn't have, computers. But if we had practices like this, where you have an iPad project, project-based learning with the iPad, then you might really see the equity issue be minimized to some degree. But it is one, though, that still lingers in the back of our minds. How are we going to keep this to be equitable? Because that is incredibly important.